Why I call it what is because you can target based on the content, keywords, and phrases that are present on any web page of any given website. You can specify what kind of content you're targeting, and based on that, you will be advertising on that page. Then you have the audience campaign, which is the who kind of campaign. This is for those campaigns where you want to specify the age, gender, income, interest, intent, and so on. Anything that would help you define a user profile, you can specify here, and you will be targeting only this particular audience profile. Then we have the hyperlocal targeting. Hyperlocal is the where kind of campaign. I call it where because you can target based on the GPS location of the person. So where is the person? What are the lat-long coordinates of this person is what defines this kind of a campaign. And you can now specify what GPS coordinates you're looking at based on if the person is in a certain location, he or she might be interested in the product. So this is only applicable for mobile apps. Then we have the retargeting campaign type. According to the retargeting campaign type, this is the reminder campaign. This kind of campaign you want to launch when you want to remind the customer that he was interested in a product and he should now make the purchase. Then we have the whitelist campaign. The whitelist campaign is a kind that you want to launch when you're looking to target only specific websites. If you're looking to target only specific websites, this is the kind of campaign you want to do, because now you're focusing your attention not on site bundles but only on certain websites. So this is a quick overview of the different kinds of campaigns that we have on the platform. And now I'm going to take a quick diversion into some of the questions that I have received from you guys. So I'm going to quickly take off for a few seconds. Give me, Johan has a question coming up. Is there a place where all the impressions for a campaign can be seen? Hi Johan, this is exactly where you're going to be seeing it. So this is where you're seeing all the impressions for a campaign. This is the main page. But you can break down the information in the bottom. Does that make sense, Johan? Does it answer your question? Lad has a question on retargeting. Lad, let's do one thing. Let's hold on to your question for a while, and I will be focusing on this once we reach the retargeting section. Thank you. So do we have any more questions about what we've done till now?
Activé.
We are going to now
Son coupé.
start creating a campaign. Okay? Now to create a campaign, we have made some changes in our platform. So if you see this is a new system that we have implemented, whereby what you have to do is, so when I go to my main dashboard, I will create a new brand. I can create a new brand, and I can call it Pepsi or whatever I want to name it, depending on what brand I'm working for. If you don't have brands that you're working for, just give it any generic name. So this is where all your assets for those, all your assets related to that campaign will lie. So right now, say I want to work on my Pepsi brand. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to make my Pepsi brand here, and I'm going to double click on this, and now I have to create a group. When I create a group, I can specify what the name of the group and all such things would be. Here I will just go and show you what all different settings you need to worry about. So this is a contextual group where I'm going to put all my contextual campaigns. I want to spend $1,000 on my contextual. I can spend at as fast as possible or evenly, whichever way I want to spend it. I can specify the date range and so on and so forth. Now what I do is I go into this group and I will now go and create a new campaign. So when I create a new campaign, I will go and hover my mouse over desktop because I want to create a desktop contextual campaign. So a campaign that is targeting the device desktop and it's contextual. Now say I want to do a health product, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this my health campaign. Give it a minor frequency of say 5 by 12. I've seen 5 by 12 perform in the past, so let's give it a shot. I can keep an all-time budget for this campaign and I can say I want to spend evenly throughout the run of this campaign. So this campaign is running from the 1st to the 31st. I will then now select the locations that I want to target. So whatever geography I choose here is the only place my ad will appear, which means I've chosen US by default, so I can leave it as US. I can change and I can pick up anything I want from here. So this is only going to target the US now. Now, one very important process that I want to introduce is the building of a retargeting list or capturing people inside your retargeting list. It's called the campaign audience capture feature. So say my website is choice.com. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and in my Pepsi folder I will go and create a new audience. I will go in and create a new audience and I can call this retargeting for the sake of ease. So we've already got one here. I will now take the tags, I will get the tags and copy these tags and place them on the back end of my page. So now I will paste this code right here. When I paste this code here, it means everyone who comes on my page will be added to this retargeting list. So last, you were asking about retargeting. So here I'm talking about building a retargeting list, about gathering a list. So if you want to gather all the people on a page, you need to place this script on that page. So this part of the process is only gathering. It has nothing to do with retargeting in terms of you're not retargeting a user, you're just building a list. Now what if you do not have access to that page? In that case, you would click on capture clicks. Because now what will happen is every time a person clicks on your ad and reaches your landing page, he or she will go in your retargeting list. Again, we are only building a list. I will show you guys afterwards how to target or exclude this list later on. This is only about gathering a list. So you have gathered everyone who comes on your website by placing a pixel on this page. You can place this pixel on any number of pages in your website, regardless. But logically, it would make sense if we just place it on the landing page. Does that make sense? Laz, does that answer your question? Laz, can you, I have unmuted you. Can you please speak out your question, what exactly it is?
Well, sometimes I might want to, for a specific campaign, I might want to capture an audience specific to a landing page. But in other circumstances, I might want to basically capture everybody that comes to the website. So how do I set it up differently? If, let's say, my objective is to capture everybody that comes to the website, regardless. So where do I set up? What kind of pixel do I set up, and where do I set it up? And number two, yeah, for the landing page, I get it. You create the pixel and you put it on the landing page. But what if I wanted to capture everybody that goes on the landing page and retarget them? Everybody that comes to the website and retarget them.
Okay. So what you want to do is you want to create a new retargeting pixel, and you can place that pixel on, say, this page. So this retargeting pixel you can call beauty. So everyone who comes on this page is the one who was interested in the beauty products.
Then you I don't want beauty product. I want somebody that comes to the website, period, on any page, that goes to the website on any page. It doesn't matter what page they go, they're going to get hit with a cookie.
So that is what I was explaining. So on your landing page, just place the pixel, and everyone who comes on your website gets pixeled.
Right, but it doesn't. But what I'm saying, what if they come in through search? What if they come in through an email? So what I'm saying is, I don't want it to be specific. The entry point to be specific to.
Yes. Okay. Can you please hear me out, Laz?
Yep.
When you place the pixel here, right above the end body tag, which I just showed, anyone who comes to your page is put in a retargeting pixel, in this retargeting pixel, okay?
Okay.
Doesn't matter where he's coming from.
Okay.
Okay?
But it's specific to that page.
Anyone who comes to your website will go into that list.
Regardless of what page they come to.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter where I put the pixel in.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Laz. All right, so there are two ways of selecting people. One is organically, which means if you place the pixel, you will get everyone, absolutely everyone who comes to your page. But if you don't have access to the page, in that case, you can say capture clicks. Now you will only collect those people who clicked on your ad, not the people who came in through other mediums. This way you will only be able to capture those people who came through the Sitescout ad. Now similarly, what I would do is I would say capture conversions. So everyone who converts on my page goes into my converted users retargeting list. Now I go next. I've already chosen the device as desktop, so I'm going to leave this as is. I'm going to go into contextual now, next step. So now the real game begins, which is where you are adding different contextual segments. When adding different contextual segments, so for example, we want health. I'm going to put in health here. And I see Comscore, Grape Shot, and Pier 39. All three have healthcare related segments. But now which one do I use? The best way to go is do one partner at a time. So you know which third-party vendor works best for your case. So for example, right now I'm going to choose Pier 39 healthy eating, and I'm also going to choose health conscious. So what I've done now is I've told the system to pick up the healthy eating and the health conscious people and plug them on an OR case. So which means anyone who is reading content based on reading content from this segment or both the segments are qualified to see my ad. If I choose and, I'm going to only advertise on those pages where I can satisfy both these conditions. If the page satisfies both these conditions, only then my ad appears. So that means your optioning is very narrow. So you want to keep it all so that you can show your ad to either or both. The next step here would be to run on all exchanges. So you want to make sure you are giving all exchanges an equal opportunity in the beginning. Once we know what exchanges perform best for us, then we can go in and choose certain exchanges. But in the beginning, RON is a better option to go with. The next step here would be we start linking our creatives. So I link my ads, I go in here and I start adding my creatives. Now, if you look into your dashboard, under your Pepsi brand, you had these ads in here. And how you added them was you went under Pepsi and then you went into my ad and you said upload image. So you started uploading images from here where you put in your landing page, where you want the customer to reach. You upload the image, you give it a name, and you create an ad. So you've got your ads in here, and the next step would be to launch your campaign. So this was a contextual campaign for you. It's a very easy setup. I'm recording this demo, so don't worry about the different steps that were involved. I will be handing them over to you once this demo is over. But if you have any questions about what we just did, please let me know. Is this clear till now? Okay, so let's move on to the next part, where we will create an audience campaign. So I'm just going to cover the main crux of what tweak you should be making when you're doing an audience campaign. So the first page, as we just saw, would remain a little similar. The real game changes when you reach audiences. So when you reach audiences, again, follow the one data partner per turn. So say we're working with Exilate. I'm going to say advanced targeting. I'm going to say I want everyone who is 35 to 44, has a career in accounting and finance, is a female, is married, has an intent to buy a used car, is interested in a BMW. I add her as a new group. So now, because all of these people are in the same, what you're going to do is, you're going to do AND rule over here. Why do you do that? Because all of them are of, these need to be satisfied. So you want to make sure it is an AND rule. Now if you want someone else in here, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up a 25 to 34, say you want a male this time and you want him to be single, has an Audi, is interested in parts and services, add as a new group. So what I just did is I added two different user profiles. They should internally follow an AND rule because that would make sure that all these conditions are satisfied in that person. And among them, they can follow an OR rule. So you picked up two people now. Let me go next step. We can run on all exchanges. Once you identify what exchanges, then we can always select those exchanges. But first we do all exchanges. So that was an audience campaign for you guys. If you have any questions about the audience campaign, please let me know and I'll be happy to repeat. Anyone any questions till now? Perfect. The next thing we want to talk about is the hyperlocal campaign. Now, if you remember, the hyperlocal campaign was the one where we do GPS and landlong coordinates. This is only applicable in mobile apps, so I'm going to go to mobile, hyperlocal. Now, this is a very interesting campaign type, and we've seen some tremendous results come out of this particular campaign type. So what changes here is, all settings remain similar. When you reach hyperlocal, you will select a point where you want to target. So say you are targeting 50 meters around this. So you want 50 meters of this radius where, say for example, this is a Starbucks. Now you know everyone over here is a coffee lover and you want to promote a free coffee that you're serving at your new barista which is open on the street corner. So your coffee shop is on the street corner, you're serving a free coffee. You want to promote it to everyone who opens a mobile app in this region. So everyone who opens a mobile app in this region will see a free coffee ad for your coffee shop here. So based on location, you're determining whether the user will be interested or not. The next kind of campaign is your retargeting campaign. So if you remember, we had put in 2 pixels. One was on the landing page, one was on the conversion page. So we will include one and exclude the other. So I will target everyone who is in my retargeting list, and I will exclude everyone who has already converted. The list that consists of those people who have already come to my landing page will go here. So we put the exclude rule for the converted users, and we put the include rule for the retargeting users. Now, what this does is, say 100 people came to your landing page and 20 converted. So now you will be targeting only 80 people. Any questions until this particular point, please? Anything at all, please feel free to ask.
Samir?
Yes.
Can you hear? Okay, so when you exclude the audience there, they've just come to your website. They haven't necessarily made a purchase. So why would you want to exclude them?
So this is an audience that has made a purchase. So for example, you are, let's say you're in this product, and then you say add to bag, and you proceed to checkout.
Okay, so they've made a purchase.
They've already made a purchase, yeah.
Yeah.
So this
that's
conversion, perfect.
Yep, I understand that, yeah. No, I thought they just came to the website, not that they've made an actual purchase.
Yeah, perfect, yeah. So they've already made a purchase, so you want to exclude them.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Johan. So there are a few questions coming in. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to actually finish this demo because we have only one last kind of campaign type remaining. And this is one of the most important ones that you will find. So before we jump to the questions, I understand there are a few doubts coming up over here. What I would like to do is I would just quickly want to cover this last campaign type, and after that we open the round to Q&A. Is that okay, guys? Thanks so much. So what is a whitelist campaign? So as you saw over here, desktop only targets desktop. If you choose desktop and audience or desktop and contextual, it's only doing desktop contextual targeting. Then you have mobile, which only does mobile app targeting. In advance, what happens is you are targeting every device, and you can combine any tactic with each other. You can combine all of these different types under an advanced campaign. Hence, when you are setting up an advanced campaign, what you want to make sure is you select the inventory type that you're selecting. So if you want only desktop, you will specify here, I only want desktop. Put the rest of the settings, go to next step, skip all of this. This is where the game changes. Don't worry about this message. What you're going to do is, you're going to say, I want only news sites, and I know which news sites I want. I want only CNN and Fox News. So if you want only CNN and FoxNews.com, you have selected that in the whitelist here, and you can create this whitelist. Now what will happen is, your campaign will search for impressions on these two websites all over the Sitescout network, such that when you go into your reports, and if you remember, when we went into this report, and you click on more, you will only see CNN and Fox News here. So by choosing this setting, you are telling the system, whichever site bundle you find, only get me CNN and Fox News impressions. So this is a whitelist campaign where you have specified what you want only. With that, I would like to end this demo. and move to the Q&A, as we've covered everything that we had planned to. And I believe there's a lot of questions that we have coming up. Hence, if you have any questions that you would like to ask, please feel free to do so. I have Laz with a question. Laz, I'm going to unmute you. 1 second, please. Hi, Laz.
Hi. Yeah, getting back to the exclusion. We're moving from MediaMath, and they handle it a certain way, and I just want to know how you handle it. And let me give you the scenario, and then maybe you could walk me through it. The scenario that we have is that we have basically 3 domain websites, but it's medical software. The back end is the software where physicians log in to use the software. The front end is where people go and see, what the software is about and get the promotional material. But there's a little login button where they log in. And there's basically 3 different domains, 3 different websites, but the login basically takes them to the same software. So it's basically the same pool. The way we treat it, it's the same pool of clients, but we differentiate them in the back end. So the way that we had it set up in MediaMath is that we had one exclusionary pixel that we had set up that we set up in the landing page of the login screen. So we excluded all of our clients so they would not get any of the advertising and retargeting. So how would I set something up like that within your system? Would I have to set up a pixel for every single domain, since it would be a new, basically, I guess you call it what do you call it here? You call it an organization, or whatever you call it here. It would be like three organizations or whatever in your system. I would have to set up 3, even though they would be essentially excluding the same audience.
Yeah, so for example, this is your page. Now, every user who's already a customer comes on this page and presses login, and he logs in. So you don't want to retarget everyone who's on this page, obviously, right? They're already a customer.
When they hit that login page, that's the people that go to that login page are the people who want to exclude.
Okay. So in that case,
not the homepage that you're looking at, the second page that you hit.
It's very easy. It's very easy. What you got to do is, you want to place 1 pixel on this page, and you want to place another pixel on this page. And then what you will do is,
okay, the first pixel on the home page pixel is what?
So what you do is, you want to place 1 pixel I tell you, I have the same example over here actually, so it's even easier. So this pixel, the retargeting pixel, will go on this page, on the back end, right above the body tag of this page. So here is where you should place that, okay?
Retargeting pixel goes where? Between the body on homepage?
No, above this body tag.
Above body tag on homepage.
Yeah. And the converted pixel will go. Are you watching?
Yes, and which pixel?
And the one that you don't want to target, the one that's already converted.
The exclusion pixel, okay.
Yeah, it goes in this page. It goes here. Right above the body tag again, okay? Is that clear?
Okay, okay. Okay, so, okay, so, 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 so,
Is that clear?
Yeah, so basically, just so I'm
So
clear,
basically what you do is you place this retargeting pixel in this page, and on this page you paste the conversion pixel, and when you launch your campaign
when you
for
say
retargeting,
when you say converted pixel, shouldn't it be an exclusion? Shouldn't that be the you're confusing me now. You're saying converted pixel. I don't understand.
this is a converted user. This is a converted user. It's already a user. You can call it anything.
Okay. So that's a converted
Okay,
user.
this is what I'm calling it. Okay?
Okay.
Is that easy?
Okay, that's better. I like that better.
So this is an excluded guy. This is a retargeting one. This excluded goes here, and the retargeting goes here. Okay? When you launch your campaign now, in audiences,
Yep.
you will say target, untarget. Does that make sense now?
And the rule is and, not or.
Yes.
Okay, very important. Okay.
It will automatically come. The
Because
rule will automatically
Media
come.
Masters or it was different. It had like two different buckets. It had a separate bucket for the exclusionary rule on the bottom, and it was like an or. It was like a separate bucket, completely different. So, all right, okay, this is easy enough. Okay, that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Very simple and straightforward. All right. Now I understand it. It's just like it's like the little quirks between the systems. But once once you understand how it works with you, then it's fine. Okay, it's simple enough. But now I would have to repeat this with all three domains, right? Even though it's the same audience.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Simple enough.
Perfect.
Thank you. Appreciate your patience.
You're most welcome, Naz. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Do we have any more questions here, please? Anyone with any questions, feel free to ask. If you want me to unmute you, you can let me know. If you want to put it in the chat box, you can do so. You can do so also. Whichever way is convenient for you guys.
Hey, Samir.
Yes, Johan.
Okay, so I've just started, and I have got 2 campaigns going there. I actually paused them to wait for this webinar, and they were getting impressions, but 0 clicks. Is that just? Is it that I'm going too narrow with the creative, using only one creative? Should I just use more, or should I try different campaigns, targeting differently? I targeted these through a whitelist, just to specific.
Okay, so I'm making you the presenter, Johan. Why don't you show us what campaign you're running and show us the results. Let's take this as an example so everyone else can also see this.
Well, wait, I've got to find it first. I was listening to you. Wait, let me find this first and bring it up, and then I'll let you know, okay?
Don't worry, don't worry. So if you want, you can just bring it up right now, or we can always do this at a later stage. All I want to do,
Yeah, let me just find the screen here. Okay, I'm on the screen. Can you see my screen?
I'm not able to see your screen actually.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It might have asked you to download a plugin, and once you do that, you'll be able to share a screen with me.
Okay. All right, I'll do it next time. I was just wondering if...
Don't worry, you know what, actually, John, why don't you send me your campaign ID in an email on support@sitescout.com, and I'll just have a quick look at it, and send me the details such as from when to when you ran it, and if you made any major changes in the campaign or something that I can look at so I can reference, okay, what's, I think, gone wrong here, and I'll do the due diligence, okay?
All right, I'll do that. Sure, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys more often. And if you need anything, I'm at support@sitescout.com or 1-888-216-3939. The number's on the website.
One last question before you go.
Yeah.
Since I'm putting that pixel on the home page for the retargeting, then I don't need to put it anywhere else, right? That'll serve as my list capturing pixel.
Exactly.
So that's it. So that serves two purposes: to generate my list, and also as the opening pixel for the for my 1-2 pixel that I need for my exclusionary pixel.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
You want to put 1 pixel for retargeting over there, and whatever you don't want, you just put another untarget pixel, and we can always tackle that with a retargeting campaign that does inclusion and exclusion. Does that make sense?
Yep. Nope. I got it. No, now I got the mechanics. That's all I needed to know was just the workflow. I got it. No. Easy. Got
Okay.
it.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye bye.